Hey everybody, I'm back and I think I'm ready to finally tell you the story about my double mastectomy. I feel like I need to hurry up and get this done because it's about time for me to have another surgery. It's coming up in a little more than, well, I guess at a month, in a month today, in a month from today. I'll finally be getting my exchange surgery from the expanders to the implants. So, I guess now is as good a time as any to tell you about my double mastectomy. Um, so on April 2nd, 2025, I went in to have my double mastectomy. I thought I was prepared, and I was sadly mistaken. I had all the pillows. I'm a side sleeper. I know I had to sleep on my back. I know I wasn't going to be able to use my arms. I had the mastectomy pillows to go over me in the car for the ride home. I thought I was gonna be fine, no problem. I've birthed 5 babies. I've had an elbow replacement. I've had a cervical disc replacement. Had a partial hysterectomy. I've done this before. This is not my first rodeo. I'm gonna be fine. Um, mm-mm, no. Um, Ladies, just be prepared. I cannot emphasize that enough. We don't realize how much we use our arms, I don't think. I mean, I know I use my arms every day for everything, for a lot of things, but you don't realize how much. And I watch videos, people saying, you need to exercise your core because you're going to be using it a lot. Um, oh, I was prepared for the drains. I had the shirts. I had the little shower chair so I could sit in the shower and take a shower. I thought I had it all. Mm-mm. So I went in April 2nd. I had my surgery and I woke up, and of course I was okay when I first woke up. But when the pain meds started wearing off, that was the most pain I have ever had in my whole entire life. Um, it anytime I had to, I mean, I was reclined in the hospital bed, right? I wasn't laying all the way back, I was reclined. But anytime I had to make this motion to get up, to go to the restroom, or anything, it felt like my chest was on fire. And when I say it hurt, I mean it hurt. Not to scare anybody, and I know other people have different experiences that were not as bad as mine. Some may have been worse than mine. This is just my experience. And I just feel like everybody should be prepared just in case. Um, I would have rather been prepared for this pain and it not have happened than the other way around. So anyway, I had my kids there helping me. Thank God. Again, they were there for me through everything. They still are. I have the best kids ever. Thank you, mwah, mwah, to any of you that are watching. I love you very much. Um, not gonna cry, not gonna cry, but I do. I have the best kids ever. Anyway, so I stayed in the hospital overnight. You know what? Everything's a blur. I can't remember if I was there a night or two. I think it was just a night. Got to go home. Of course, I had the drains. I had 4 of them. Um, and my middle daughter, Olivia, went home with me and stayed with me to help me. Um, like I said, you do not realize how much you use your arms. And I know people said, hey, the recliners that, are electric where you can recline and sleep and then it kind of helps you stand up. That would have been great. And my son offered to get one for me. He knew somebody who was going to let me borrow one. And I said, no, I think I'll be okay. I just wanted to be in my own bed. So I went home and I got in my own bed. First of all, the ride home, rough. I do find it best to have a pillow, just to kind of put pressure, light pressure, of course, on yourself whenever you go over any bumps or anything, just to keep things in place and from jiggling around or bumping around, because it hurts. it hurts. I've read that it's an amputation. They're removing part of your body. And yeah, I just wasn't prepared, but I'm gonna try to quit saying that. I've said that a lot. But I think you get the point. I'm gonna try to quit. But anyway, went home. My daughter went with me and stayed with me. Anytime I got in the bed, I could sit in the bed. She would help me move my legs into the bed. I could kind of scoot back a little bit and get in position. I had pillows, the round pillows and the wedge pillows and everything to help keep me upright. That still was not enough. When I needed to get up to go to the restroom or anything, I had to have help. And she literally just had to put her hand behind my back and push me up. And like I said, just that movement, just moving and putting any weight where gravity was, it hurt for several days. Anyway, other than that, um, it was handled pretty well. I had her there to help me. Um, I feel like I had the drains for a week. I think I had one a little longer. I think I had it 2 weeks. So I mean, they're you know inconvenient, but they're there. They're not horrible. Um, I do recommend having one of the shirts that has the inside pockets where they go and they sit. It just helps them not get tangled up, when you're moving, when you're going to the restroom, any of that stuff. Um, and after the double mastectomy, it was a week after actually. Um, one day I started just not feeling well, and my mom and my son had come out to visit, and we were sitting outside. And I was saying, I just don't feel good. Like my stomach's hurting. I just don't feel good. I woke up in the middle of the night. I thought I was dying. So my oldest daughter had to come get me. She took me to the hospital. My middle daughter stayed home with my youngest daughter. I went to the hospital. I was admitted. Um, and they tested me for everything. It was just a really bad GI tract infection. They tested me for everything. Thank God I didn't have anything um, too horrible, but I was in the hospital for a few days, and that was bad because I mean I was sick both ends, and when you can't use your arms to get up and you're having to depend on somebody else, it was bad. It was bad. Because oh, I'm going to throw up. I need to get up and get to the bathroom right now. And it just didn't happen like that. I mean, you had to call for help. They had to come in. They had to help you sit up. You had to try to rush to the bathroom. My daughter was yelling at me because I get down in the floor and then I'm using my arms, and she's like, "Mom, don't use your arms." All the rules went out the window. All the after mastectomy care rules went out the window. I remember my breast surgeon came by to check on me the next day after I was admitted into the hospital. She walked in the room and I was curled up in a fetal position on my side, which I was not supposed to be. And I was like, "I'm sorry. I mean, it just hurts way too bad." And thank God that I didn't do any damage to any of the work done up here. But yeah, it was rough and um, emotional. Looking at yourself in the mirror. I don't know how to explain it because, to this day, I see myself in the mirror before I get in the shower. I see myself in the shower, and I'm just like, it is what it is, right? I mean, I just have to accept it. And that's why I say most of the time. Other days, a few days, it's not a lot, it's not very often, but um, I do look at myself and I'm like, I don't recognize myself in a lot of ways. Um, and that's hard. It's really hard. Um, I think I'm gonna have to cut this video off now and make part two. I'm running out of time. See you in a minute.